Hi there and welcome to another Bootstrap with brackets text editor video. We're working with Bootstrap 4 here. In our last video we added these images here, and in this one we're going to add some call to action buttons below our little text sections. So you want to open up your brackets text editor, and if anybody doesn't have a text editor, you can download this text editor from a link below this video. It's free and will cost you nothing, and it's absolutely awesome. So we've opened our index.html file here. For those that haven't been following along, here's our site files we created earlier. This is the index.html file that we'll be working on today. All you need to do is right click and open with brackets. Or if you're using your own text editor, that's the file that you want to open. So we're going to be using extensions again with this one. And the extension that we're going to use for this particular video is this one, RCH Bootstrap 4 snippets. It just gives you short codes that will make building HTML really quick. So if you click on the More Info button, it'll take you to their website. And once there, here's where we get all our short codes that we're going to use in our little build here. So we want to go to buttons because that's what we want to put in this time. Here's buttons, and there's all kind of different buttons, link buttons, outline links buttons, tag buttons, outline button tags, button groups. So I think we'll just take a regular button. And the primary, danger, dark, info, light apply to different colors. Let's just show you some classes. So I'll just pull over this Bootstrap 4 alpha site that I've got here. If we scroll down the colors, you'll see we've got primary, which is that blue. We've got success, which is the green. We've got the info, which is that light blue. We've got a warning, which is that sort of amber or orange color. We've got danger, which is red. And we've got an inverse, which is just blue. There's also a faded one. I don't know if you can make that out, but that's a light gray there. So let's go ahead and add our button, and we'll make ours an info button. Move that out of the way, back to our and here's our code, BS4A button info, or BTN underscore info. Now we want to put it under our text there, and it was BS4A BTN. And there it is, info. That's the one we want. And what do we want it to say? This is for our prime meets. We'll just say selection. And the hashtag, this is where you want to put the anchor tag where you want it to go. So if you have a meets page or a menu further down, you can link to it. We'll be covering those links in a future video. So let's see what we've got here. We'll just save that, Control S, back to our site. And refresh, and now there should be a button below our little text area there. There we have it. As I say, that link to wherever we want to link it to. Now, let's make that same color as this. So let's see what this text color actually was. There's the color there. I'm using Chrome browser here. It's fantastic for our web developer tools here, our inspector. All I did was right clicked and hit the inspect, and it brought up the element that I clicked on, and here's where it tells me what the color is. Let's just copy that color. What I'll do is I'll leave that up for a minute, because you can either copy this, put it in a notepad, because we'll need it in a moment. Now let's go back to our brackets. Now the button we've just put in there has the class of button info. So let's go to our CSS page. I'm copying button info. Here's our CSS page. And again, for anybody that's not been following, we created this earlier on when we made the carousel, and it's in our CSS folder, and it's our custom CSS file right here. Just right click and open with brackets. So let's go down below the last entry and give it a title. We may want to make some more buttons to customize. So it's / star / back in between, and give it a title. Now you may say, why are you bothering to do this? But when you've got thousands of lines of CSS code, which is not uncommon, having these titles in there can make things a lot easier to find. You can do a search, but this, just defines it for you. So let's paste in what we copied there, button.info, and what we need to do is put a dot period in front of that. So it's selecting it, it knows what to select. And we want to open and close some curly brackets. Give it a space. Now we want to put that color in there, if that's the color we want. So let's go back to the site and copy this color. Control C. Then back to our brackets and paste it in there. So let's write in background color. And colon. And now we want to paste in that color we had. And paste it in there. And put a little semicolon at the end, because we may want to change some other attributes. So we'll save that. Control S. Back to the site. Let's close that one out. And let's see if our button now changes to that a lighter blue color that we pasted in there. There we go. That's exactly what we wanted. Do we want to do anything else to that button? We can make it slightly bigger. Let's make it wider. Let's just inspect it again. Let's pull it up so we can actually see it. I'm looking for the padding attribute. There we go. Are they using rem here? Might change that to pixels. So that's top and bottom, 0.375 rem, and that's left and right. So let's make it, we'll leave the top and bottom, but we'll make the left and right, say 1 rem. Slightly, let's make it even more, let's make it 2. There you go, that's a little bit more like it. We can still make it a little bit fatter as well. So let's make that 1. 0.375. 1 may be too much. Okay, that's a big chunky button. That's maybe too much. I mean, it's okay. Actually, I like it, but let's make it wider still. So let's make it 3 rem wide. Or even 4 rem. Let's try that. Yeah, let's leave it at that. That's pretty cool. I like that. And for those of you that don't know, a rem is a unit of measurement that they use in Bootstrap 4, and it's equal to the default text size, which is 16 pixels in this particular Bootstrap 4. Now, if you've defined your paragraph tags as more than 16 or less than 16, it will affect everything that's using the rem measurement. So just bear that in mind. So 1 rem and 4 rem. Let's just copy that over. I think that's going to work. And back to our brackets. Let's just drop down and put that below our background color there. Save it, Control S, back to our site. Now hopefully when we refresh, that should stay exactly the same. There we go, we refresh and there's our new button there. Now we want to repeat that twice for these buttons here. Very simple. And all we do is go back to our indexed HTML. Here's where we've got our button. We'll just simply copy it, Control C, drop down below the paragraph tags and below the paragraph tags again. Quick save, back to our site. Now when we refresh, we should have buttons below all of these. There we have it, fantastic, just what we wanted. Now that'll do for this video. In the next video, we'll add our own hover effect to these buttons. I mean, that's okay, but let's change it up a little bit. So I hope you found that useful. If you have, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you're interested in web development, take one of our courses below. We've got some huge discounts for our YouTube subscribers, and there's also some great free courses there too. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.